Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. In front of me here I have a ton of empties for the month of May. I'm a little behind on filming my empties because I'm going to be honest, I had completely forgot about it. So yeah, I'm filming it today, which is I believe the 7th of June. So I'll try and post this today. So we're just going to go ahead and start talking about some of the things I used. Now, there's a lot of small stuff, and the reason for that is I needed skincare to save me for the month of May because I was sick for 2 weeks and I couldn't wear any makeup really, except for I wore, which I'll show you in a second, I wore a liquid lipstick only because I felt like I could get through it. I was basically bedridden, couldn't do anything, but I could just throw a liquid lipstick on and that's fine. I didn't have to worry about washing my whole face. I mean, I washed my face anyway, obviously, but I just felt like wearing something quick on my lips and something that I don't normally wear or feel like I super want to wear. I felt like that would be a good time to use it, and it would encourage me to use it fast because I don't want to use something when I'm sick after I'm sick if I've already used it, because now it's contaminated. So long story short, I had about 2.5 weeks of May where I could actually wear makeup. So a lot of this is skincare and perfume this month. So let's just go ahead and look at some of these things. So we'll start right over here. This is the One Size Secure the Blur primer. Hopefully you can see that there. It's just a little sample, and this was fantastic. I actually had a foil sample that I received a while ago, and I bought the mini size of this, like the not the full size, but the mini size of the One Size Secure the Blur primer. So I have that, but I also got this with one of my orders, and I thought it was just the cutest size packaging that would be so perfect for traveling. But also I just wanted to get a bunch of small stuff out of my collection. I have way too many foil packets and deluxe size samples, so I thought it would be good to get some use on some of these things. And I also have the Aveeno Absolutely Ageless Restore Night Cream. This was just a free sample that was given to me from one of my orders from a Canadian drugstore. Maybe I should put these back kind of where I found them. And then I used up a bunch of these in my, I believe it's the 50 Shades of Green project pan, and so I used up all 5 pairs. So that's why I'm not counting only one individual sleeve. I have to finish up the entire 5 pairs that are in these containers before I will count them, because it's only $6, and I feel like it just makes sense to use the whole thing. So I have a few other empties of eye patches, but they're not, the whole thing isn't completed, so I'm not counting that until the whole thing is completed. This, if you guys have watched my That's Expensive project pan, this is one of my very favorite cleansers from Peter Thomas Roth. It's the anti-aging cleansing gel. There's like the tiniest minute amount in the bottom, but for some reason when I turn it like this, it just doesn't want to come out in full, and it just sticks to the sides, so that's gonna stay there. But that was such a good empty. This was $52 Canadian, and I have a backup, so I've put that in the bathroom so I can kind of start working on that, but I know I'm not going to finish that by the end of this year, I don't think. And then my Live Clean soaps. Now you guys know, if you've watched any of these EMPTIES videos or Pan Your Way to 5K videos, that I'm using these in the project because I'm the only one in my household that is using those soaps, and it is specifically because I get eczema from fragrance on my hands, and I have only got that in the last couple years, and I had to go to a dermatologist because I didn't know why I was getting those bumpies, and it was because I was using Bath & Body Works soaps, which are highly fragranced. So I decided to strictly use these, and I haven't had to use any creams, like any medication creams, since I started using these Live Clean soaps, and I will now from now on just be buying these. I do have still Bath & Body Works soaps in my collection, but other people use those, like my husband will use those, and company will use those, and I can also give some away with little gifts or whatever here and there just to get rid of some, because I used to buy them in crazy bulk. I will no longer be buying those. And then I have this right here, which is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Cleansing Gel, and this was okay actually, but I won't repurchase just because there's so many other things that I prefer, but it wasn't bad. Here is my Milani Brow Gel. this was okay, but I would prefer the ABH one. That one is really good. And then this is the liquid lipstick that I was telling you guys about. I took the stopper out and everything, and I scraped the sides as best I could. So this is out, and I'm so happy. I could be so much happier if I could get more liquid lipsticks out. But this was so small. I'm working on another one as well. These are just so small. Like, you can see by my thumb. Like, it's just a tiny, tiny liquid lipstick, and it came in a 5-pack years and years ago. And I had actually used these quite a bit when I first got them. So whatever was left only took me like 2 weeks, which was fantastic. It worked out perfect. Then I also have the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. This was really nice. I actually didn't mind the hint of watermelon that was in it. Pretty nice. And then we have this right here. Now, this is the Big Monsieur Mascara from Lancome. And I kind of like this, but I will not be repurchasing it. And I will tell you why. But first, I will just give you a little bit of information on the mascara. So it came in a deluxe size sample with this box. And it says big is the new black. And it says grand volume, or big volume, grand volume, I guess. This is the French portion, pardon me. And then this is the big volume all day wear. So 12 times more volume. Now, it did definitely give me a lot of volume for sure, but it flaked so badly underneath my eye. It just looked horrible within half an hour after applying. All the stuff that was on just flaked and dried off. It was like, I don't think there's fibers in this, but it looked like there were fibers that wouldn't adhere, and they fell onto the bottom of my eye. And I did not appreciate that at all. I'm going to like recycle this now, but yeah. So I wanted to keep that to let you guys know, like, it definitely did voluminize, whatever. It made my lashes look so big. I just really did not appreciate that. That was such a bad look. It was horrible. You could feel the little pieces under there. It was not good. So this is the Tatcha Rice Wash. It says soft cream cleanser. This is really nice. I actually was mistaken. I had another Tata Harper cleanser, and I thought that was the one that had the micro, like the micro, what do you call them? Like the little beads to exfoliate your skin, micro exfoliation, whatever. It's actually this one that has those, and you can really feel on your skin the little tiny micro beads or whatever it is in here. It says add water, massage onto face, and rinse. It doesn't really say too much else. But anyhow, I don't know that I'd repurchase that. I didn't really enjoy. I have very large pores on my face, so I feel like even though I could tell that this was exfoliating, they basically just like went into my pores and out, and it didn't do anything because my pores are so large already. I have very large pores on my face, which is not the nicest thing to have. It's really embarrassing sometimes, but there's nothing I can do. Look at all the skincare that I try, and nothing works. So anyhow, on to my MAC Fix Plus. Of course, you guys know I love this so much, but I completed a mini, and I'm hoping to complete a full size for next month, and then, or this month, I guess it's June. And this is the Surf Spray. It's salt spray from Bumble and Bumble. This is terrible. It smelled like salt water. I could literally put salt water in a container and spray it on my hair. No, I don't need that. That's just a no. And it made my hair feel dry and crunchy. And then this is the Shani Darden Retinol. Let me see. Retinol Reform. And this was very nice. It's very expensive. I will not repurchase it because I don't really use retinol that much. If I do, I think what I would do is buy the retinol from Drunk Elephant because I really liked that one. And this one was very nice, but I just feel like, holy smoke. Sometimes the value of things is just, I don't understand how brands can charge that much. It drives me wild. I don't know. Anyway, I have this tiny little beauty blender thing, and of course this has some kind of a value to it, so I tried to calculate as best I could that, and that one is of course done. And then I have my Becca Powder. This was just a sample, and it's completely empty, as you can see, and I had this much left in it, and I completed that in a project, so that one is empty. And then I have, this is the Laneige Hydrogel Mask. This one I would not purchase. See, I tally everything and I put the pricing on it, so you'll see the tags on everything. But you can see right through the bottle I've completed this. I like to save these jars for in case I travel, so I may clean out some of these things, but I have so many I hang on to that really do I need it. I don't want to be a hoarder of like little jars. And then, of course, I have my Clinique Take the Day Off. This is completely empty. I don't know if I can... Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry you can see me in that. I'm just going to put that down. That's terrible. I'm not going to take that off, but I'm sure you guys can maybe see in the side that this is completed. It's completely empty, and we'll just go with that, okay? Because I don't want to have a mirror image of myself right now. I'm not looking my best. The next one is the Laneige Hydro Essence, and this one is beautiful. I would definitely purchase this, and I'm waiting for a future sale or maybe when it goes on sale to purchase this because it's really nice. Here's another Shani Darden product, which is an intensive eye cream. This is really, really nice. For this tiny little sample, it costs $17.80. So you could imagine what a full-size eye cream costs. Definitely there are more expensive eye creams out there, but this was very nice, but it's not my favorite. I still have two other ones in front of it that I like better, so I won't repurchase that either. And then this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Oh gosh, and this is like so small, but you can maybe see it there. Lash Brag Voluminizing Mascara. This was okay, but it's nothing to write home about. Literally, the brush is the size of this tube. You can see how small this is. It's like the size of the tube, and so there's like a few applications, and that's it. But at least I got to try it. It was pretty nice, but what a waste. Here is one of the what do you call them? The lip masks from Laneige. Love these very much. I always repurchase these. When I first started trying them, I thought it wasn't anything special, but after I tried something else, I found out that this was really fabulous, and I don't think I can live without it now. It's really nice. I enjoy that a lot. And I love it. They have so many different scents or whatever flavors now. I don't even know. So the Tatcha water cream, of course, love this very much. It's a beautiful, beautiful cream, and maybe when I have a little extra funds I can splurge on something like that, but for now I have to wait for sales, and I try for things that are a little less expensive. This is my Makeup Forever HD powder, and there's like the tiniest hint left in there, but for some reason I couldn't get it out, and I think it was because it had a mesh top and I didn't feel like cutting it open, and really like it wasn't that big of a deal. That wouldn't do anything on my face. Oh, it just had the dots, and I couldn't get that top part off, so it's done. Now for a bunch of samples. I'm not going to go too crazy into this stuff, but this is like a Milk foundation. What is this one? An eye cream. Oh yeah, this one was okay, but I didn't like the smell of that one, so would not repurchase. The Liswa cleanser, that was okay. Again, not something I would go crazy for or repurchase. The Say Glowy Super Gel Illuminating Primer, this was okay. Again, just nothing crazy special. This, however, was fantastic, but I don't know that I could afford to buy the original, like the full size. So this is the Caviar Anti-Aging Replenishing Moisture CC Cream. This is for hair. Okay, so let's see. What does it say here? It says, so Caviar Moisture CC Cream is clinically proven to provide 10 benefits in one product. Moisture, shine, smoothness, softness, UV protection, manageability, strength, anti-breakage, heat protection, and light hold. That is a lot of claims, and I specifically saved the top of this so that I could read this out to you guys. It just says, like, apply to your towel-dried hair and style as desired, blah, 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 like, whatever, okay? But it says it does so many things, and don't get me wrong, it feels incredible on my hair, but it just has a lot of claims that, I don't know, I'd have to see this used in full size for a longevity period, and I have a lot of thick, broken hair. I would actually be interested in getting a full size of this somehow. I don't know that I could afford it, but we'll see. But anyhow, I would like to eventually maybe try this and go full force on this from top to bottom, complete it, and see what I think, because this is a lot of claims. So I'm not sure that I'm buying that, but there was 2 of those, and I had to use 1 package per each time I washed my hair because I have so much hair. This is just the Smashbox Vitamin Glow Primer. That was all right. The Caudalie cleanser. It's a gel purifying cleanser, and this was okay. I've actually purchased the full size of this, but I'm not going to repurchase another full size because, again, I have cleansers that I like better, and then another different shade of the foundation from Milk. So there's those, and then I have just a few more. So this is the Sephora Eye Mask. These are okay, but such a huge package. What a waste. I feel like these like this, and for example these ones here, I feel like this is all such a waste, you know, all these things. So I don't know, as much as I like having a bunch of different things to try in little samples, it's just so wasteful. And this too, there was 10. I really like these actually. This is $4 for this little pack, Canadian. And I really, really like these wipes. I love the coconut scent. I love that there's 10 really small ones in a pack. This is great for travel. But again, there's just so much waste with wipes and stuff. Like, I don't know. And then this was a face mask. This fell right off my face. I do not recommend. It barely fit my big fat face. I shouldn't say big fat face. That's not nice. But I have a large head, okay? It's like a big head, okay? And when I put this on, I was talking to some girls from YouTube and Instagram on a group chat, and it just fell right off my face while I was talking to them, and it was just, what a waste. But it was only $2, so it's all good. And then I have this Replica perfume. This was really nice, honestly. I'd like to check out a few different scents from Replica. I think that's a really nice scent there. This one had autumn vibes. It's called Autumn Vibes, I guess, and it's Woody Trail and Red Leaves. Does it have more info? You guys can screenshot if you want to see more. But anyhow, the next one is my Kat Von D Center Perfume sample. And had I not finished this and just focused on my big one, I would have had it done this month. But I have to finish it for June, or like finished it for May or whatever. I could have, but I now will finish it in June, and it'll be an empty for June. But this is $3.47 for this tiny little thing. So you know it's very expensive. Then I also have this Bare Minerals foundation powder. I'm not a huge fan of Bare Minerals, to be completely honest. It looks like these are still full, but I used my brush and got as much product as I possibly could off here, and it really did nothing for me. And then I have, the last few things are still to be considered in videos, so I have to keep them separate. But this is my empty, where is it? Can I even see what it says here? Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer. And this one is the Boisson Squalene. Come on now. There we go. Squalene and Vitamin C Rose Oil. This was very nice, but I won't repurchase because I have so much oil right now. And then these are so beautiful. I have a bunch of the resurfacing serums from Tata Harper. There should be 4 of those. So let me just separate those. I believe. Yep. And then one water lock moisturizer with skin smoothing peptides. I love the Tata Harper line. I'm just obsessed. I think it's wonderful, but very, very pricey, very expensive. So unfortunately, I won't be repurchasing any of that. So this is all my empties. And you guys, I just scraped by on meeting my goal for the month with all of these things. There is a total of 47 items, counting every single individual little sample packet. So for all of this stuff, for the month of May, my goal was supposed to be $365.65. And I have reached $377.99. So I just scraped by. I just realized that I didn't actually total, excuse me, how much my next month's goal is going to be. Excuse me, what is going on? So I'm going to try to locate my calculator on my tablet and do the totaling right now. So let's see. I have for the rest of the year $2,545.23 to use up still. So I'm just almost at halfway mark. Now, if I divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more months left, my next goal is $363.60 I need to reach. And I am going to do that. I am trying so hard to reach all of my goals. Sorry, this is so shaky, but I'm trying so hard to reach my monthly goal so that I can bring down the total for the future months so there's not that much pressure. And I know so many people are doing so well, but I also want to say to the people who have maybe not even reached $1,000 in a year, that is still so fantastic. Last year, I think I maybe only did like $1,200 of empties. And if you're only doing makeup empties and not everything else, I mean, that's pretty damn good. If you're doing everything, that's still really good. Like, don't count yourself short if you're not meeting those goals, or maybe consider project panning a different way. But I am having so much fun with this, and I don't want to put a lot of pressure on myself, though I tend to do, because I really like challenging myself personally. But I just want to say, like, it's not that serious. You're doing fantastic no matter what you empty. And I'm just really proud that I just slightly met my goal. Like, or past my goal, I should say. It could have been way worse. I could have maybe only done 200 in the month, and then I would have been behind on my personal goal. But I'm really proud that I pushed through and used all these like little samples and things like that, because as you can see, nothing is really fantastic for makeup wearing for the month. It's a lot of skincare, a lot of moisturizers, a lot of take the day off, and things like that for the days that I was using products. And really all of this got me through. So you just have to kind of decide what value you're going for, what items you can push through, and really try not to take it too seriously, because everyone is doing good no matter what. An empty is an empty, a use is a use. It's all good. So I have to use up still 2,545.23 for the rest of the year, and I have totally used up 2,452.77, and this month I have used up 47 items. So I am so proud of myself. I need to start working on bigger full-sizer items, so I think next time you'll probably see that back portion a little bit more full, maybe with like my Fix Plus and things like that. But my goal is to really try to use up bigger things, and I still want to get out a ton of like the little foil packet minis and things like that, so you'll still always see those things, because I do have a lot. And if you can see just up here, I don't want to like put myself on screen but if you can see up here, I have like right there, I have my primer minis, I have a ton of little lipsticks I'm working on. I don't know how well you can see all that, but in here is like my eye, what do you call them, eye mask things, like this one right here. So I have a ton of stuff everywhere, and like right here I have a ton of samples I haven't even used, and that's not even everything I have for makeup. So yeah, I have a ton of stuff that I need to use up, and I put prices on everything so that I keep myself accountable of like what goal I need to meet and what items I need to use. I'm very strategic that way, and I'm not putting so much pressure on myself that if I don't have super expensive items like some people do, I feel like this is very expensive for even other people. So for me, these are very expensive. I feel like this is a lot of money. But I feel like when I watch other people's videos, they get like one item that's like almost $200 US, and I'm in Canadian funds and I'm like barely meeting halfway. So it's always good to not be too hard on yourself. I know I'm going off on a thing, but I just want to make sure that everyone knows, just work as hard as you can. And if you're doing your best and you know that you're doing your best, and there's nothing else that matters. What everyone else is doing doesn't matter. Just be supportive and have a great time with it. That's all. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I am so happy to feel so much better and to be back and like get onto screen without constantly sniffling or, you know, needing to like step away because I'm coughing and stuff. It was horrible. Anyhow, all these healthy, positive thoughts. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye, you guys.